To design in the Mastercam Quick Part to cut into the acrylic plastic with the mill, we'll open up this program. This first screen needs to have engraving 2D clicked, which it will be, so we just move to the next screen. This is a video, which we do not need to watch. We'll go to the next screen, but we do want to title the file we're creating. I'm going to title it DCG. That'll be the name of the file that we'll cut into the plastic. We want to make sure advanced is clicked here, which it will be. Now we decide what we're cutting, wood, wax, or plastic. We're cutting acrylic plastic. We click that. Then we've got to type in the measurements. Is it 2x2 or randomly 6x2? Probably not. So we got to come down here to custom rectangle and type in our measurements. Let's say our measurements are 4.250 and the other space would be 3.525. That will give us the sizes of our rectangle. We'll use a calipers to measure that. Okay. Next. We're going to start in the lower left. Make sure this is clicked here. That's the y-axis and the x-axis. We're going to be starting in the center, of course, the 0, 0, and cutting in the upper right quadrant. So leave that right where it's at. Next, we choose the tool, the ball end, the flat end, or the V engraving. This is the V engraving. That's clicked. Next screen. We don't need to mess with the depth. That's set where we want it. We're going to skip the border. We do not need to put a border on there, and go directly to the image. So let's go to, we got a variety of images here, bells and bows, and you got different types of bows here. We've got, what else? We got circle gears. There's all kinds of random things here. Gems. There's a diamond, DCG, diamond, dream big. We're going to put a diamond on this. So I go forward, and there's the size of my rectangle. The white line is the size of the plastic, the acrylic plastic. The red is like a safety border, so you don't get too close to the edge and chip it. We're going to make the diamond a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use the up arrow on the keyboard to make it bigger. I could tilt it and tilt it back, but that'll be good. Just put the diamond right there and click, and there you've got a diamond. If you click twice, you get 2 diamonds. Let's just go ahead and let's leave that like it is. We'll show how to erase in a moment. We go to the next screen, and now we're going to type in our text. Let's say we want to put on here DCG. Let's say it's DCG Mustangs. So we're going to put that in 2 lines. We'll put DCG on there first. Go to the next one. We're going to change this, for example, to Arial. And you can change any font you want. And you've also got different types, regular, italic, bold, italic. We'll leave it on regular here. And go to OK. We'll skip this. And that's the DCG, that's the space it's going to take up. We're going to make it 1 time, 2 times bigger by using the up arrow and click right here, DCG, hit escape. Let's say we made a mistake, we don't want to have that. We hit erase right, here's the eraser, hit erase. Do we want to erase the art? No, we want to erase the text, yes. Now the text is gone. Now to get back to our screen, we hit escape on the keyboard. We're back to here, we'll type DCG and put that back on there because we really did want it, DCG. And this will be set on Arial again. So click the next screen, OK. We don't need to mess with this. Click OK, and we're going to make it 2 times bigger. 1, 2, and set it right there where you click it's where it goes. Hit escape on the keyboard. Come back and type Mustangs. M-U-S-T-A-N-G-S, Mustangs, and same font. Not going to mess with this, and make it 2 times bigger so it matches. 1, 2. Try and get it centered right about here. DCG Mustangs. There it is. Hit escape. We're done with the text. We could write more if we wanted to. We don't need to position the drill points, so leave that where it is, but we do want to mirror the geometry, meaning we want to click this because it was like this, like written this way, but we want it to cut backwards so we can see through the plastic and see it written correctly looking through the plastic or the acrylic. Next screen. There's our project right there. Make sure it's mirrored or cutting backwards. Hit escape to return. Now we got to do the chain geometry. We've got to choose the file that we're cutting, or what the points that are in the file that we're going to be saving. So go to the next screen. This is what we want. We got to make a window around it. So click window. Click high enough so you catch the whole thing in this window or this box. Click low enough, and then click right in the middle and save it right there. You've selected everything that's in white, and now click done. We're not done with the program yet, nor have we saved the file. We got to click through these screens. And right here's a simulation. This is what we cut. Notice it's cutting it backwards, which will be fine because we'll be able to see it correctly looking through the plastic. X out of this. The next screen, there's all the coordinates, all the X, Y, Z coordinates that we created, each point that we'll be cutting. We're still not done. Click here, and now we have just saved the program, or the file that we created. We just saved the file. Exit out of this, and I really want to exit Mastercam. We then come over here to the Techno Mill, click this open. This window pops up. We want to find what we created. We called it what? We called it DCG. It's going to be a .ncd file. Double click or open that. And there's 5 buttons here. We're only going to use 3 of them: the preview, the start, and the jog. And we'll use them in this order. First, preview it. Make sure you chose the right file. Yes, we did. We're going to go to the jog button, which now we're going to move the cutting tool on the mill to the right location. It's traveling too fast. It's traveling 90 inches per minute. So we're going to slow this down every time under 10. If we want to move to the left, we click this. Want to move to the right, we click this, or we can use the keys on the arrow keys on the keyboard. We click up if we want to move it backwards, or that way to move it forward, or we can use again the arrow keys on the keyboard to do the same thing. Then once we have it lined up on the X and Y axis using these, we want to line up the Z axis, which is coming straight down on it. This will bring the bit down towards the corner, and that's where we want it. Now notice the X, the Y, the Z have got numbers there. They should be X0, Z0, Z, or X0, Y0, Z0, showing exactly on the spot where we're going to be cutting from the corner of the plastic. So before we leave this, the first thing we do is slow it down when we come into this box. The last thing we do once we got it set is 0 it out. So all these go to 0. Now we exit this and we hit start, and our program starts the cut into the plastic.